Hi everyone, in this video I will be reviewing an assorted group of equations. I will give you examples of all the types that we have discussed in class, so please take out a piece of paper and pencil and follow along. Let's look at this first basic one-step equation. A lot of people right away would say negative 8 is the answer because they see the negative 24 and the 3 and they think you need to divide. But remember, that is not true with this type. This is what number divided by 3 will give us 24. So since this equation is division, all we have to do to solve it is multiply. That is the inverse operation of division. We're going to multiply these two numbers to solve it. So basically, we're going to multiply each side by 3. In this case, I'll put 3 over 1. You can see that that cancels out. And then on the side, I'm going to work 24 times 3. And I get 72, and it is negative 72. That is how you work that kind of equation. That's a commonly missed one. That's why I'm showing it to you. Let's look at this next one. It says a sunflower plant grew 25 centimeters over the summer. The plant is now 80 centimeters tall. How tall was it at the beginning of the summer? So remember, with these kind of word problems, I'm going to start with the end. So currently it equals 80 centimeters. And if we set it up like an equation, we want to find out how tall was it at the beginning of the summer. So it was a certain amount of centimeters at the beginning plus the 25 centimeters that it grew over the summer. Okay, to solve this, we basically have to subtract 25 from both sides. Okay, when I do that, I end up with B equals 55 centimeters. So the sunflower plant grew 55 centimeters over the summer. That's a classic word problem. Here's our next problem. Go ahead and copy this one down. All right, with this problem, I'm going to divide my equation into a left side and a right side. And I want to move the constant first, so I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And when I do that, I have negative 30 plus 3, which will give me a negative 27, equals negative 9x. This negative 3 and 3 zero out. I don't put anything right there. So next, to solve, I have to undo the multiplication by dividing each side by a negative 9. And my answer is x equals 3. Okay, that is my answer. I can always check it by plugging back in the number for the variable. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. And you can see that negative 30 equals, we have negative 9 times 3, which is a negative 27, minus 3. And sure enough, it does check out. Okay, let's look at our next problem. Okay, go ahead and work this one on your own. Press pause, and then you can unpause it and see the correct answer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and work it through. Let's go ahead and look at this equation. First of all, we have m divided by 8, and we want to handle that last. When we solve it, we want to deal with this constant 7 first. So this is what we deal with first. Deal with the number that is not attached to the variable first. So we want to isolate our variable. We have to take 7 away from both sides because 7 minus 7 is 0. That's our goal, to get it to 0. I have m divided by 8 equals negative 2 and a negative 7 make negative 9. Okay, so now I have a basic one-step equation. And to solve this one, I simply just have to multiply negative 9 times 8, and that will give me m, because we're trying to find out what number divided by 8 will give us a negative 9. If you stop to think about it, m is going to equal a negative 72, because we just multiply this 8 to undo the division. Okay, copy this problem down and solve it. Here we have a number minus 4 divided by 3 will give us 10. Whenever you see this situation, remember this x minus 4 can be grouped together. So we want to first handle this 3. We want to move the 3 to the other side. Since we're dividing by 3, to do that, we're going to multiply each side by 3, just like this. And these 3's cancel out and make it a 1. So I'm left with x minus 4 equals 30. Okay, next I just have a simple one-step equation, and I have to add 4 to both sides to solve it. I end up with x equals 34. And just remember this pattern with this type of problem that we just did. Anytime you have two terms on the top, x minus 4, x plus 4, whatever, divided by one term, that is how you handle this kind of problem. We move this division, undo the division first. And it just takes some practice with solving it, but you will get to recognize these types of problems. Okay, our next type of problem, we have a variable on either side of the equal sign. Copy it down, hit pause, solve it, and then I'll give you an explanation. Okay, so with this type of problem, we can use our saying, don't call me after midnight. Okay, D stands for distribute. There's no distributing here. There's no parentheses. Combine like terms. And what you want to do is look on each side of the equal sign. And on either side, there are no terms to combine. On the left side, we can't combine anything. On the right side, we can't combine anything. M stands for move the variable. You want to collect the variables on one side. So that is the next thing that we need to do. Okay, and make sure that you have your work organized like I do, because it can get a little confusing. So I'm going to take away 3n from both sides. The reason I'm doing that is to move this term with the variable on this side. This zeroes out this 3n minus 3n. So I don't put anything. I just bring down my 10. 8n minus 3n is 5n. And I just bring down my minus 20. And now we have a basic two-step equation. So our next step is to add or subtract. We need to move the constant by adding or subtracting. We undo this subtracting by making it plus 20 on both sides. I'm going to draw my little line. You can see how nicely my work is organized. I end up with 5n equals 10 plus 20 is 30. And now I have a basic one-step equation. I'm going to multiply or divide. In this case, I'm going to divide by 5 to undo that multiplication. Cross it out, and I end up with n equals 6. Okay? I'm going to show you real quick how you can check it. And it's a good idea to check your work. So we can just plug in 8. Oops, it's a little too thick, that point. Okay, 8 times 6 should, minus 20, should equal 3 times 6 plus 10. Okay, let's work it out. 8 times 6 is 48 minus 20 equals 18 plus 10. Okay, and I get my 48 minus 20 is 28. And 18 plus 10 is 28. So sure enough, it does check out. You can check any equation that way. Here is the next problem. Go ahead and copy it, solve it, and I will show my work on the next slide. All right, for this type of problem again, remember, don't call me after midnight. D stands for distribute. You can see I distributed. We're going to bring down the rest of the problem. The C stands for combine like terms. Here I can combine this 20 minus 8. When I combine, I get 8x plus 12 equals 36. Okay, my next step is move the variables to one side. Well, I only have one variable here, so I can skip that step. And then next I add or subtract. So I'm going to move this constant of 12 to the other side of the equation by subtracting. I end up with 8x equals 24. And then when I divide by 8, I get x equals 3. That is my answer. Okay, here's our next problem, and here I have our little saying, don't call me after midnight, so you can go through the steps. All right, go ahead and hit pause, solve it, and then press pause again when you are done, and I'll walk you through it. Here we have 8x plus 14 equals 2x minus 4. So first I distributed. Now combine like terms. I don't see anything on this side or this side to combine. I want to move this variable to the other side, so I subtract 2x on each side. I end up with 6x plus 14 equals a negative 4. And now I need to move this constant over to the other side. So basically you're moving the variable term over to this side and moving all constants over to the right side. That's what we're doing. So this is a basic two-step equation. I have to subtract 14 on each side. When I do that, I end up with 6x equals a negative 18. And now I have a one-step equation. I have to divide each side by 6, and I get x equals negative 3. That is my answer. This will be our final problem. Copy it down, work it out. Okay, this problem is a real challenge because it has a lot of negatives. So let's go ahead and work it through. Okay, so first I have to distribute. So I'm going to distribute this 2, get a thicker point here. There we go. I end up with 12w minus 20 on this side. And then this side, I just bring everything down. There's nothing to distribute. Okay, combining like terms, nothing to combine on the left side of the equal sign, nothing to combine on the right side. Okay, the next step is to move the variable term. I'm going to move this 12w to the other side. And then after that, I'm going to move this constant to the other side. So I get all the constants on one side, all the variable terms on one side. So I'm going to do negative 12w on each side. Okay, when I do that, I bring down this negative 2. I end up with minus 9w equals a negative 20. Okay, be careful with all these negatives. Okay, then I have to move this constant. What I'm doing is I'm adding or subtracting, undoing this negative 2 by adding 2 to both sides, just like this. This will zero out, and so I almost have achieved my goal of isolating the variable. I have negative 9w equals a negative 18. And then finally, I multiply or divide. I'm going to divide each side by a negative 9. And then I'm finally left with my variable isolated. And I end up with w equals a positive 2. Okay, I hope you found that video useful. Feel free to go back, work problems, and watch it again. Hope you have a good evening.